All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk, and I'm going to be working on this seam right here. I got this one fixed uh, during the week, last week, and I'm going to get this because I just don't like this seam showing. I got to get that fixed. And we got Jody in the background,
Hello, everyone.
and we were just
Donnie,
discussing. What'd you
before
say,
we do
Jody?
that, happy birthday to you, my friend.
Oh well, thank you.
Happy birthday.
I
Go
am.
ahead. I just wanted to say happy birthday. We got birthday wishes in the chat for you, too.
I have made it around the sun yet one more time.
What are you, 51 now? 50?
I wish. I passed that a while ago. 57.
All right. You want to tell us what you're doing, or do you want me to check out the chat first?
Go ahead and catch up on chat.
Okay, so first in, we got Buck. Buck says, "Blah." Trent
That sounds like
here.
Buck.
Trent says, "Hey, Donnie."
What's up,
AK
Trent?
Tony, happy belated
AK?
birthday. Was it yesterday or was it today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? All right. Well,
Yeah.
happy birthday nonetheless. Hi, Buck and Jody. Hi, Jody. Dawn is here. Howdy, all.
What's going on?
Hi, Dawn and AK. Other Dawn is now Heinz. Oh, Heinz.
Heinz 57?
Heinz 57.
Yes. But
Right,
me and Jody were talking right before the stream started, and he was talking about watching a live stream that 3D painter was doing.
3D painter, yeah.
And he was doing the same thing I'm doing, filling the gaps with the 3D printer resin, but he was mixing it with baby powder. And said it worked great, but I was just wondering if that would allow it to cure.
It seemed to not have a problem, yeah.
Well, see, like I was saying, right when it was time to start the stream, I don't know how well you can see it here, but right here, see that?
Yeah.
That's because the resin was not cured all the way through that I put in the gap.
Okay.
And that was just resin. That's no baby powder in it. But that didn't happen until 4 weeks after I filled that gap.
Oh, it started pushing out afterwards.
Right. Because the uncured resin was sitting down under that cured resin on top, and it'll expand after a while. And it just popped the cured resin up out of there.
Well, I'll have to let him know to keep an eye on that, because I believe that was his first time trying it was last night.
Yeah. That's why when I was doing this gap, I was curing each little section like a minute and 15 seconds instead of just 20 or 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did take a little more time to cure it to make sure that it was curing right through. Stephen Haynes is here.
What's up, Stephen?
Stephen saying hi to everybody. Howard's here. Howard says, Donnie, did you have glue on the other side?
Oh, no. That's the gap. There was a gap right here, just like this one. There was a gap, a seam, rather. And I just don't like that, so I'm going to fix
it. Don said, damn lights cracked the ship again.
It's worth it, man. It's worth it.
I've actually did it, trying to put lights in, cracked the ship because it was too big of a thing to put in the space I was trying to put it in.
Oh, too big of a bulb.
When I went to press it closed, it cracked the plastic around it.
I broke an SMD like that.
I broke the model.
Yeah, I know.
It was on my Voyager one when I was putting the marker lights in, and I was using a piece of that acrylic rod so that I could branch one light off into two.
I got you.
And I made it a little bit too long. So when I went to push it down and glue it, it was like maybe a half a millimeter too big, and I pushed hard and it cracked the plastic, but I was able to just fix it and sand it up. I took the thing out and filed it down a little bit shorter and fit it right in there, and then fixed the outside.
Nice.
Yeah, so I pretty much, I got to do all the decals and that on my Voyager. I got a clear coat on it last night. I got all the little paint details done.
It's looking good too.
It's not bad. Like, there's some things I made some mistakes. I forgot the light block around the windows on the saucer where they put the marker lights, the red and green lights. So I got red and green windows around the lights, but whatever. Maybe I'll just put some.
It looks good though. I mean,
close them off.
I know you say you made mistakes, but I think we've all done that. So
yeah, well, I learned that I need to pay more attention to the little details when I'm building the model, because I'll like make some progress and I'll do something, and then I get excited to put the piece in place or whatever, right? And it's not ready yet because there's other little things I got to do, like light block or make a little wall or something like that, and I'll get too excited.
Believe me, I've been there, done that.
Yeah. Howard says, interesting. My comment didn't show up in YouTube. Let's see, which one? Donnie, did you have a boo-boo on the other side? Seems to be the first one I see here from you, Howard.
Yes. Send the ship around the sun to cure the resin. Yes. I like to take a triangle file and create a little
there we go,
place for the resin to sit in.
So it sits like nice and evenly.
So the resin can get down in the gap there.
Don says YouTube hates Howard now. Yeah, I think YouTube just hates everybody sometimes. It's got computerized algorithms looking at all the comments, looking for keywords or trigger words or whatever. I was trying
Which comment didn't show up on YouTube?
I don't know. The first one I see from him here is where he said, "Did you have a boo-boo?" I don't see any other ones that.
Yeah. Well, normally, if YouTube blocks a comment because of the algorithm not liking what you said, it will still show it in StreamYards, but it'll be grayed out and it'll say blocked by YouTube or whatever. Or it'll say held for review. That's what it says.
Yeah. I don't see that.
But there's been some cases where people said their stuff didn't show up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it didn't show up in StreamYard either.
That happens to me a lot. And I wasn't even being rude. Like, we were watching Andrew's stream, and I think it was Andrew's stream, or was it Jordan's? But
let's see.
Todd was talking about his big TV that he put in his studio. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not used to having a big TV like this." And I typed in the comments, I said, "Take advantage of the big TV, and you can shoot the models in front of it, right? Like, put any background you want on the TV and shoot the models." And I was meaning photography, of course, but I guess YouTube didn't like me saying shoot the models or something. I don't know, so it wouldn't show.
Huh. It does not show the one about the boo-boo on YouTube. I'm looking on YouTube right now. And then the one where he said boo-boo, it doesn't show that one either.
I don't know. It says apparently it doesn't like boo, because that doesn't show up either. Yep, YouTube hates me. Maybe it's because it thinks he's saying boob, because it's saying boo-boo.
I don't know. That is so weird. Like I said, usually when YouTube cuts something out because of language or something it doesn't like or something like that, it says held for review, and it still shows it in StreamYard, but it says held for review. But these are showing up in StreamYard perfectly fine and just not showing on YouTube. That is so weird.
Did you ever go through your channel settings on your YouTube studio? Because you can set the moderation for the comments, eh?
Yeah, I think I've got it set to accept
not
everything.
moderate at all. Yeah. Yeah, I got mine too. Like, I trust that people watching aren't going to say rude things, and nobody's going to be racist or stuff like that. At least I hope
I don't
not.
think anything would be racist. Anybody would be racist or anything like that. There may be some rude comments, but I don't care.
Yeah, but just like joking around comments, right?
Right.
But I don't know. Sometimes YouTube, like I said, it's a robotic algorithm doing it, right? It's a computer doing it. So
yeah,
there's no judgment. They just see a word that could possibly be offensive,
and they say no.
Yeah. AK said, that was weird. I saw Howard's post and now it's gone. I've seen that happen too. Participating in the chat, I've seen a comment from other viewers pop up for like a second or two and then it goes away.
Really?
Yeah. Howard says, let's try boobies. And Andrew says, good evening, gents. How's the Orville coming along? Will it be ready in 9 days, 2 hours, and 48 minutes? That's when you have to leave, though, Andrew. I don't think Donnie has to leave quite that early. He's only a few hours away from Louisville. Donnie can work right up to the last day.
Hopefully, it'll be ready in 9 days, 2 hours, and 48 minutes.
Well, yeah, you'll have it ready by then.
You didn't have to put it quite that way, though, Andrew. Now I'm wondering.
Don says, tick, tick, tick.
Right.
Howard said, yep, you're right, Jody. It's the tatas.
Yeah, he typed boobies and it didn't show up on YouTube either.
That's what it is. Andrew said having some stream issues. No, just the YouTube
the usual YouTube comment
being extra sensitive.
Yeah. I made this. Is my camera froze?
No, I see you.
No, I made this. I'm going to put on the base.
Oh, that's the Union symbol.
Yeah, you can't really see it good because it's all clear, but
yeah, I can see the lines. So those are raised.
Once I get it painted, yeah. I'm printing another one though because this one's not quite raised enough, I don't think.
Oh, seam issues. Sorry.
Do what?
I read Andrew's comment wrong. He said seam issues.
Oh, yes.
Not seam issues. Yeah. Sorry, Andrew.
I want to light block this and do it basically like I did my logo.
Yeah.
And then remove the light blocking from the stars and paint the rest of it,
Yeah.
And put the little thing behind it with lights in it so it'll light up the stars. But they're just barely higher than the background.
Howard's asking, are you lighting it?
Yes.
Said yes. And of course, Don says, boo.
Boo lights.
Boo lights.
The only thing I got left. What's going on, Gordon? The only thing I got left on your kit, Andrew, is to fill you up a bottle of resin. You said you wanted that, right?
Oh, the black resin. Yeah, his kit's going to be mostly printed in the black resin.
Some of it's gray, some of it's black. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to print everything in black from now on simply because less light blocking.
Easier to light, yeah. Andrew's asking, that's for doing the seam work, right? The little model, I think. So, yeah.
You said you wanted a little bottle of the 3D print resin to do the seams with, right? I've got some of the bottles over here that I can fill one up for you, no problem. And it works good. You just got to make sure you get it cured good, as I have discovered.
Andrew, I was going to say the same thing. You could probably use whatever UV resin you have, but I agree it's probably better to use the same stuff that it's printed with. It just
any UV resin would work. Any filler would work. You could use Tamiya putty or whatever. But
yeah, it's just when you put paint on it, it's going to do the exact same thing on the crack as it does on the rest of it, right? Because it's the same material.
Well, not only that, but if you're using the same material that the model's made out of, when you go to sand it down, it's going to sand away at the same rate that the model itself sands away. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Easier to level it out.
Yeah. So you're not, because you could possibly put something softer in there that sands easier and then end up having a crack again.
Right. Or something harder and you end up with a bump.
Yeah. And damaging either side of the seam.
Yeah.
Trying to sand it down. Yeah. That's a good point.
Done both of those.
Howard says, if I buy the STL, Donnie, could you print me a model? It's Project X for something. Mystery.
Sure.
Project X.
Just let me know what you want.
Well, he can't, because then it won't be a secret. You'll have to close your eyes and program it and print it and send it.
Yeah. Do it all with my eyes closed. Not a problem at all. I'm that good. No, I'm not.
Or set everything up and then hit yourself on the head so you forget.
Oh, there you go.
Update from Andrew. So I put a bunch of escape pod decals on the lower side of the saucer, then suddenly realized they were on the wrong side. Had to pull them all off, reprint the decals, and now I'm placing them again. That's a bummer. I hope you didn't lose too much time on that.
That's insane that he's actually putting them in order.
I guess number-wise, you had them on the wrong side because you're doing evens on one side and odds on the other.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a nice touch, though. It's a nice touch.
It is.
That adds to the realism of it, right?
Right, it does. But I would be willing to bet that 99% of the people that look at it will never know.
Oh, yeah, because he's going to tell everybody. I would. I'd make sure everyone knows about it.
And look, they're in numerical order, depending on which side of the ship they're on.
That's right. Andrew says, I'm probably going to buy the files for the Stargate Daedalus class ship next time they go on sale.
Nice.
And he says, I forgot that they are opposite relative to me when I flip the ship over. Ah, yeah.
You know, Andrew,
anyone else? Sorry, Donnie, go ahead.
As much as you like building large ships, you really need to get a 3D printer, man. It's great.
I believe Andrew said he has a
small one.
Yeah. That he could make small parts that he needs, stuff like that.
But
I was going to say,
I thought the Saturn, being only a 10-inch screen, would never print something this big, but it did.
Like the build plate, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, it's only 10 inches wide.
The build 10 inches corner to corner.
Oh.
The build volume is 8 by 8.8 by 7 point something. Hang on.
So that just got it to fit in there.
4. It is. Oh, of course you do it in millimeters. Why? It is 8.33 by 4.66 by 8.66.
Okay. 750,000 millimeters. So that model just barely fit on there then, the parts you needed to.
Everything fit great, except there was one of these big loops right here that I really had to finagle and turn and move around on the build plate to get it to actually fit.
So it had to be put like corner to corner, sort of on a diagonal.
It had to be one end of the loop on one corner, the other end on the other corner, and you had to turn it just right. And it just barely fit. But everything else was no problem.
Andrew said, I have a teeny tiny printer, but getting good prints seems to be a mystery of the dark arts, requiring the sacrifice of a spotless goat.
Well, I can get you a spotless goat. I have one left over from when I did that. No problem.
So do you have to sacrifice a goat every print you do, or is one goat
just once?
For a while? One just
no, once? but seriously, you decide what resin you want to use. Do you want to use Sunlu resin? Do you want to use Anycubic resin? Do you want to use whatever resin you want to use? They're all good, but you have to decide what resin you want to use. Look up a YouTube video on how to calibrate your resin in whatever printer you have. Download whatever model they suggest, follow what they say, and you're done. And as long as you don't change resins, you never have to calibrate again. You know what I'm saying? Like I use Sunlu ABS-like resin. As long as I keep using that resin, I will never have to calibrate again. The only thing I had to recalibrate it for was clear resin. I had to recalibrate for the clear resin. But once you calibrate it for a resin, you can save it as a profile. So I have one for ABS, Sunlu ABS-like, and one for Sunlu High Clear. And all I got to do is just click on whichever one I'm using, and it fixes all the settings for that resin, and then I print.
So is that because they have different curing times, or the resins have different viscosities and it or something like?
What's the difference? All of the above.
Okay, I would imagine a clear resin cures faster than a colored one.
You would think that. I thought that, but no. Clear resin actually takes longer to cure.
Really?
I guess it's because the UV light just freely passes through it, or so, I don't know. But
maybe
clear resin takes longer. I cure this Sunlu ABS like I cure for 2.8 seconds, I think it is, or 2.7 per layer.
Yeah.
The clear I have to cure for 3.2.
Huh. Interesting. I would have thought it was the other way around.
If I cure the clear at at 2.8 seconds, it comes out like a little floppy rubber toy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
I thought the same exact thing, but it's not.
Andrew says, perhaps once the model backlog is out the door and paid for, we'll chat and get a printer in the shop, and you can help me with the required sacrifices to get the working prints.
Not a problem.
Absolutely.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Andrew. If you want me to print another kit for you at some point, I will. It's not a problem at all. But as much as you like building large kits, and I'm really starting to enjoy building large kits myself, having a 3D printer would be great.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had the ability to design the 3D models.
Same.
I have all the ideas in my head, and I got tons of drawings of different Starship models that I've drawn.
I keep wanting to play with.
A lot of them are cool.
With Meshy. I think it was you that were mentioning Meshy.
Todd mentioned it. Todd mentioned it, and yeah, I tried it, but yeah, it won't let me. It won't let me do anything without starting the free trial and signing up and all that stuff.
Is it a free trial, or you just got to create a free account?
It says no. It says there you have to pay to do anything. Like it'll let you do stuff, but then when you go to save it or do something, it'll say, "Oh, you got to pay. You got to sign up and pay." Or you can start the free trial, but we need your credit card information, and then once the free trial is over, you automatically get billed, right?
Hang on just a second, Joe.
Is that knives? Hi, buddy. So let's see. Anthony said, I think the clear would take longer to get rid of opaqueness. You do not have to worry about that with colored resin. But I would have thought that the resin with pigment in it gets cured on the outer layer, and then the light can't make it through to the inner layer, just like Donnie was saying about the one seam that he had a problem with. How it didn't cure on the inside, but the outer layer cured first. I would think that's more of a problem with the colored resin, but I'm wrong.
I just know that the clear resin
defying me
takes longer to cure.
Yeah, and to me that doesn't make sense, because you think the light's passing right through the clear resin the whole time, so every molecule of it is getting that light all the time.
That's what I thought, but
with the pigment, it's blocking some of that, so you need to let it bounce around in there a lot more and get between all the little particles of pigment.
With different colored resins, that's true. Like with the black resin, since I've been using that, I do have to cure that slightly longer than the gray. But for clear, for some reason,
yeah,
you have to cure clear longer than. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand it either.
The like button is lonely. Oh, let me get on there and give it a little boost. I don't normally self-like, but it's for Donnie.
Well, this isn't your stream, Jody.
But I'm on it. I didn't want to like myself.
You don't like yourself, Jody?
I don't want to. I do, but I don't want to. Where's your... I don't understand why Don's modeling desk isn't like one of the first things in my list. Doesn't make sense to me.
I decided a long time ago that I might as well like myself because most everybody else doesn't. So.
Oh, that's baloney. That's hogwash. I'm sure everyone likes you. If they don't, they must have some kind of problem. Gordon says, I use clear resin to fix canopies on aircraft. Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
idea
that's
because
a
you
good
won't get
idea.
fogging. Yeah, you don't get fogging from super glue or whatever, right?
I never thought of that.
There, Don said we can unlike Jody if you want. Yeah. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up button for Donnie and hit the thumbs down one for me.
That's a lot better than it was. Maybe it won't show once I get it painted now. That big old seam was just driving me nuts, though.
Was it a divot or was it raised?
You couldn't really feel it, but you could tell there was a seam there. You could see it clearly.
Huh. So it just wasn't smooth. It must have been.
It was probably still just slightly recessed.
Yeah. Hey, get away from my window, you. Close all the windows. Started watching that show.
My son ordered Uber Eats. He ordered some food, and that's why I'm muted for a second, because I'm just sitting here, and then all of a sudden there's knock, 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 knock on the door, and then Knives goes nuts.
That's why he was barking.
What's going on? Who's knocking on my door?
He's doing his job. He's doing his job. Gordon says fills any gaps too. Andrew says, what's the largest format resin printer available for regular people? Andrew, you're not a regular person. You're an extraordinary person. You need an extraordinary printer.
There's several larger format printers, like there's one of the GK3, GK3 Pro, or I don't know. You'd have to look. There's Uniformation has 3 models: GK3, GK3 Pro, and GK3 Ultra or something, that are 3 different sizes. That would probably be the one I would go with if you want to get a big printer. Elegoo just came out with a replacement for the Jupiter, which is a large format, but I've heard nothing but bad reviews on it, so I don't know.
Andrew says, I'm not going to get one of the printers that Helios uses to print their kits. That's a commercial unit for sure.
Yeah, those are huge.
Yeah, that saucer is one piece, right? Like top and bottom is each a solid piece. You didn't have...
Yeah, it's ginormous.
Models like that where it's printed in like quadrants. You know, the saucer is in quarters or whatever, and you have to put it together. But I'm pretty sure
those are one piece.
When I first started watching Canadian Starships, Andrew was at the point where he was opening up the phaser array on that. So I'm pretty sure at this point that it was all one solid piece, but at the time I didn't know. I assumed because of the size of it that it would have been multiple pieces. But from what I've learned since then, they're printing them in single pieces.
That makes building a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a video, I don't know, 6 months ago or something like that. This channel called Fohammer, and he went to like some kind of 3D printer conference in Las Vegas. And, they were showing all the new printers that were coming out and everything, commercial and, consumer. And there was one that had this 4 foot by 4 foot vat of resin. And the build plate was actually, it's upside down to what a normal printer is. The build plate was actually in the resin.
Okay.
And the build plate would raise up to whatever, you had the layer height set to. would raise up, and then a UV laser, would draw each layer, and then it would
I
sink
think I
down
saw. Yeah,
and come
I
back
saw
up, and then
something
it
like
would draw
that.
the next layer. But it was 4 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah, I think that's one of the first ideas they had of like. I remember seeing something like that a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago. I saw something like that on like a tech show or something. This is going to be the new thing, and it was like that. I remember seeing it rising up out of the vat and the laser running around drawing each layer. It was small though at the time, right? It was just they were just making little things.
Yeah. Have you seen the one that prints in the goo?
Oh, and then it pushes up a completed thing out of the liquid.
It just has this big thing of clear liquid, and it shines lasers or whatever into it from all sides, and it just forms your part in the middle of the goo.
Yeah,
and then you just reach in there and pull it out.
It cures in the specific locations. Yeah.
That's wild.
Andrew says only 2 parts to the whole saucer, top and bottom. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Aside from like the bridge module, right? That's a different piece. And what about the shuttle bay door? Did you have to cut that away, or is that a separate little piece?
What's that?
On Andrew's Enterprise there, or is the shuttle bay door just in place? So I thought it was removable, and there was like an option.
I don't know if it was already separate, or I think it was already separate.
I think so. Don says, "I see a hummingbird." Is it the Rorschach test?
Yes, Don, you failed.
I think it's gone now. You've sanded it away. Andrew said 4x4 is a good start. 4 feet by 4 feet for a printer? That's a good start.
Yeah. I have nowhere to put a 4 foot by 4 foot printer.
Oh, Andrew got auto corsaged. Version 1 came with a closed door, and I didn't add any shuttle bay interiors in this one. No, I know that you didn't, but I was just wondering if the door was open or if it was closed, if the little door was a separate piece.
Well,
so it was closed. So I guess he wouldn't have cut it if he's not adding
shuttle bay.
Yeah, Andrew got auto corsaged.
That's a good one too.
Oh, is that like the poop deck?
Yeah, the shuttle bay. It's on the poop deck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you're just holding the light. I looked up and I was like, "Oh, you're frozen," but no, you're just holding the light in place.
Yeah, just holding the light on that seam there.
Yeah.
Make sure it cures all the way this time. I got my paints in, so I can finish painting the lighter gray areas. There's only 2 more areas to paint. And Jordan's got the templates that he made me for the registry already in the mail and on the way. So I should be getting them in the next couple of days and getting her finished up.
Andrew said, "Clearly I didn't proofread." That happens.
It happens, man.
The I is right beside the U.
Well, that depends. Is he typing on his phone or on his computer?
Either way, the I is right beside the U on on your keyboard.
Yeah, but if he's typing on his phone, he may not have ever hit the I. It may have just assumed he meant to.
Or if he's working, he's hands-free using voice typing.
True. I think Howard's the only one does that very often, though.
Well, that's because he's driving.
Yeah. And he does it at home sometimes, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to type on a phone screen keyboard.
I don't have any problem. Just got to look
I do.
before you push.
I do. My fingers
enter.
are too big. I got my keyboard set to the maximum size so that the letters can be, and I still press 2 or 3 letters at a time with my stupid fat fingers.
Well, does your phone not have the swipe keyboard?
Yeah. I can swipe around and like draw the word out.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, but I usually don't think to do that. And then once in a while I'll do it. But I don't know. I find I make a lot more spelling mistakes like that because I always got to check the suggested words and make sure that it's the right word.
Well, that's true, but once you've used it for a while, it tends to learn what words you use the most.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have to
guesses
check, make
those
sure.
words.
Yeah, it does. That's why I have to check and make sure because my phone knows me and it knows how I talk sometimes.
Well, that's a good thing, ain't it? It's guessing the words you wanted to use.
Yeah. Oh no, my phone would automatically say "shit'll be." Okay, so Andrew's watching on his computer, but he's typing between decals. Or he's just got his phone in his pocket.
How'd you get the keyboard in between the decals?
Typing between decals. Well, it says computer butt typing between decals. So he might just have his phone in his pocket and when he's sitting down and
I know what he meant, but the way he said it, and I'm typing between decals. How'd you get the keyboard between the decals?
That reminds me of my mom. One of my mom's favorite jokes. She used to always say, have you ever smelled mothballs? If you said yeah, she'd say, how'd you get your nose between his little legs? Oh, my mom was hilarious.
Well, that is good. Trying to rescribe this little line across here where I filled in.
Oh, there's a little panel line that crosses that seam?
Yeah.
Are you just using a blade, or do you have a scribing blade in there?
No, it's just a blade.
Just using the tip of your blade. I bought like this special. I bought like a special tool model.
I've got one of those somewhere.
It's got
Where is
different
it? Here
tips,
it is.
And they're just like a tapered, pointed tip with like I guess a tiny chisel in it. I don't know, but I still find an X-Acto blade works better because I can control.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the thing I have is different.
It won't fit. It's so wide it doesn't fit in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in there. I have yet to use it because I bought it. I thought, oh, that'd come in handy. And I've never had a panel line that needed scribing that was wide enough to use this. So that was pointless.
It's around here somewhere. But the thing I got, it's like an X-Acto knife handle, or like a, well, yeah, it's like an X-Acto knife handle, but it has like a pin vise chuck in the end of it, and it has a bunch of different, I think it has like 3 or 4 different little scribing bits, and it tapers down to a point. It's round and it tapers down to a point, and the point is
Oh
beveled like
yeah, I've seen
chisel.
those. I think Spade makes one of those.
It works really great, but you need to use like a straight edge.
Right.
I find if I use my X-Acto blade, I can make a perfectly straight line.
Most people use. Do you remember the old plastic Dymo tape?
Yeah.
Most people use that because it's thick enough and hard enough. They can just lay it down where they want the panel line and then take the scriber and just trace it.
Yeah.
But that stuff's getting hard to find. Because all the label makers nowadays use thermal paper.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
A string. Let's turn it around and do these panel lines.
So Don is asking how much more to do on that model, other Don?
I've got 2 panels right here to paint the light gray. I've got to repaint all this first where I did this. And then there's a few more little spots of blue and yellow, but I think before I do them, I'm going to put the blending coat on. Put the blending coat on and then hit them little spots of blue and yellow, and it's pretty much done. And then once the new one of these I made finishes printing, I'll get that painted up and done. And it'll be done then. Does that sound like about 9 days worth of work?
Less than that. You can do it in 5. Howard said, dang it, every time I ask serious questions, someone calls me or interrupts my stream. I have to go back and find my answer. What was your question? Ask again, Howard. Let me see if Howard asked a question up here. If I buy the STL, could you print me a model?
I answered that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it'll fit on my printer, no problem.
Howard says, the Orville with camouflage area. Yeah, it kind of does look like a little camouflage patch right there where he sanded it, eh?
Yeah, they're testing new camouflage.
I like how the Navy used to paint their ships with like zebra patterns and psychedelic lines and stuff to confuse radars or something like that.
Well, no, it's visual. Because you're looking through binoculars, you're looking for the shape of a ship, and if it's far enough away you can barely see it, you're not going to see the shape of a ship.
It breaks up the silhouette.
Yeah. So you're looking around and you don't see a ship, even though there's a ship right there. Yeah, it does jack crap for preventing radar.
Yeah, I guess not.
Okay, got to get my primer out. Reprime that spot to make sure the paint sticks.
Andrew said, same as prototype cars on the road with black and white camo.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I see those all the time cruising around the planet work, cruising around Smyrna. It's kind of like, you see cars with the vinyl wraps on them, with advertisements of different colors and stuff like that. Well, it's the same
Yeah.
thing, except it's this weird zigzag black and white pattern all over the whole vehicle. And it really does keep you from seeing the actual shape and details of the vehicle.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I was like, well, why would they do that? But yeah, I guess so they can test drive the car around town and nobody
Right.
really realizes what it is.
Well, no, people will realize, hey, that's a new vehicle, but you
Yeah, but you can't
can't
see the
pick out the
details.
details of the
Yeah,
vehicle.
you can't run and copy it before it gets on the market. Howard says, I'll look to see if I have the STL already, but when I say Project X, you're sworn to an NDA. Can't tell anyone else. I think you can trust Donnie.
Maybe. But yeah, just let me know what it is, and if I happen to have those files or want those files, I'll buy them and then print it. If not, if it's not something that I think I'll ever print again, maybe you could send them to me or something, depending on how large they are.
Howard says, I saw a Cybertruck skinned in yellow taxi color.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
I saw one that was in camo. There's one running around here in Murfreesboro in camo.
Huh.
And I saw one that was matte black. I actually kind of like the matte black one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I've seen two of those so far. Not too many people around here have those.
And I saw one on Facebook or somewhere that was painted like the General Lee.
The
Cybertruck painted like the General Lee. Damn. Much better. You know what? I'm gonna put some Glad wrap over that so I don't paint the wrong part.
Some press and seal.
Some press and seal.
Press it and seal it.
Just get that right down in there. Like that. So we ain't painting nothing we don't want to paint.
Howard said, I've seen camo, pink, matte black, white. Someone put tape on it to look like Automan or Tron. I think it glowed.
Oh, really?
And some guy took one and put a lift kit on it and a real engine in it. There you go.
You mean someone put an engine in it?
Mm-hmm. A real engine.
No, an engine. Because as it is, it doesn't have an engine. It has a motor.
No, it has a motor. Yeah. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Your compressor get turned on.
It turned off, yeah.
Oh, it turned off, yeah.
I don't know what else to do to fix that problem. I mean, I've literally got the computer, the camera, and the capture thing all running off of a battery backup. And the compressor's just plugged into the wall. So the battery should filter any backlash from the compressor cutting on or off. It should filter that out, but it's not. So
Andrew says maybe update your USB drivers. And he says sacrilege maybe? About putting an engine in the Cybertruck. Howard said the color they've yet to offer is vampire blood red.
Can you actually buy a Cybertruck that's painted? I thought they were all just stainless steel from the factory.
Maybe they're starting to offer colors now. Andrew says they are all stainless steel, no paint.
That's what I thought.
Get it? Yeah. So
yeah, all the ones you're seeing that are colors are.
Andrew says any colored Cybertrucks have wraps.
Yeah.
Vinyl wraps. I suppose you could get it painted. Howard says, look at the guy who proved it could handle an explosion versus other trucks.
I have to admit, it did handle that explosion. Beep.
Andrew said the new Cybercab has body panels with the coloring included in the manufacturing process, no paint after.
Oh, the new Cybertruck? Oh, the Cybercab. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Kind of like the what was that car that GM had? The Saturn. The Saturn was that way. The body panels were some kind of composite material, and the color was just like made into it.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of melted ones.
Yeah. Well, what I think's funny is, they show in all the commercials like a shopping cart bumping into it and it doesn't hurt it and stuff like that. You know what happens when a car hits a Saturn?
Yeah.
It just shatters.
In the winter when it's cold. One of my buddy's dads had one, and he had stuff in his hand, like groceries or whatever. He had bags in his hand, and he went to close the door by bumping it with his hip, and he put a big hole in it because it was so cold outside that it was just frozen.
You're kidding.
No, I'm serious. I've seen pictures of other ones. This guy was he went up to go help fight a forest fire, and his car was parked on the side of the road, and it got so hot that the whole side of it melted. It was in a puddle on the road.
So there might be advantages to the composite, but there's disadvantages.
Yeah. Doesn't stand up well to the cold or extreme heat. Howard says the vampire blood is electron, the stainless, not wrapped. It's like a powder coat, I guess.
How do you do that to a fully built vehicle?
Oh, maybe you got to take the panels off. That might not be what he means. He says the vampire blood is electron on the stainless.
Yeah, it says all Cybertrucks are still produced with bare 30X cold rolled stainless steel. That's wild. It's the DeLorean all over again. I mean, that's what DeLoreans were, just bare stainless steel.
Mm-hmm. Howard said, it sure didn't look wrapped, but it's the same stainless steel that starships are made from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 301 stainless steel, I think. I was going to pour the paint back in, but it's empty. Never mind.
Oh, you used it all?
I used it all.
That's good. No waste.
Well, I was going to pour it back in the bottle, but there ain't nothing to pour back in the bottle, so. I don't waste. I pour back into the bottle.
Me too. I save as much paint as I possibly can.
Exactly.
Alex is here. Alex says, hey guys, and Jody, I'm surprised that you ended last night's stream as soon as you did. Well, I was on there by myself, and I was at a stopping point. The only next thing I could have done was load up my airbrush and spray clear coat again on the model, and I really didn't feel like doing another airbrush cleaning round.
Everybody left you last night, Jody?
everybody left, and then they were all talking about having dinner, and I stayed on by myself for a little while, and I started getting hungry too. And then I reached the point where I didn't really have anything else to do except clear coat the model. So I got to do another coat of clear coat on it. So I'll probably maybe do that later tonight. Andrew said, Cybertruck uses a proprietary stainless steel developed by SpaceX. Yeah, I think that's what Howard said. The same steel they use to make their toy rockets.
Toy rockets.
Andrew says, me tree, re-saving paint. Andrew said I was about to hop on just after 9 p.m. Oh, if I would have known, I would have stayed on and hung out with you, Andrew. I'm sorry. AK said, still here, guys, working on my ship, but enjoying the tips. I'll be buying a printer soon, and it is helpful.
That ship is looking good, too. The one that AK's building.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. Says I got back 10 minutes after he left. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Howard says they're 407-foot tall toy rocket. I would have come played on the stream, but I was tired. Alex says, also Donnie, I was wondering if I was to send you my 1/2, 1/12 scale U-boat captain I printed, could you get him painted up for me?
1/2, 1/12. Would that be like a 1/24 scale? 1/6 scale?
He's probably one or the other. It's probably 1/12 scale.
Yeah, I think the
one-half.
is
1/2. That's a 1/2 is a 3-foot tall U-boat captain. I don't think that's going to fit in your sub, no matter how big the model is.
But he didn't say half scale. He said 1/2, 1/12 scale.
Yeah, so
half of a 12th would be a 24th, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He says half because it's only half the guy. It's his upper body, so it's half the guy instead of the whole guy. Oh, I'm half the man.
Yeah, I can paint him. It may be a little bit before I get him painted because I got to finish all those zombies and Ian's giving me more Star Wars figures to paint. So it depends on who comes in first, yours or Ian's. Hurry up.
And then plus you're going to have a wooden boat to build too. So Donnie wants a wooden boat to build. Is that what I heard?
A wooden boat. Does it have rigging?
Howard says it's a 5/3 scale version.
A 5/3 scale
is here. Hey, Andy.
What's up, Andy?
Andy says we have just been talking about Star Wars on the other channel. All right. What channel is that? What were you watching? Alex says, of course I don't mind waiting, bud. I'm still building the actual sub, so I don't need him within any amount of time. So Andy was watching SIG 20.
I don't know that.
Nor do I. Is it a model building channel, or were they just talking about Star Wars related topics? It's a channel. Excellent. Toy soldiers and figurines. Okay, so one of those.
Cool.
I watch that stuff once in a while. I like that when they're reviewing like vintage toys or nostalgia stuff, where they're talking about toy lines from the 80s and 90s, and 70s, like the history of stuff. You know what I mean? I like getting into the history of almost anything.
I thought I had pre-thinned this paint, but I don't think I did.
Oh, I made sure that I labeled mine because I did that too. I was like, I better put a piece of tape on it and write the word thin paint on it. Alex says, I wouldn't be surprised if he sends you the dory. It has a simple loop of rope in the front and rear of the boat, as the rigging essentially just the carrying / dragging of the ropes.
I built a plastic version of the HMS Enterprise, you know, the old sailing ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's still not
British
finished
one?
yet. Hey, I got it all done except the rigging. That was, I don't know, 7 years ago.
So bring it with you to Wonderfest, and Don can finish up the rigging for you while we're
Hey, there you go. That sounds like a plan, right, Don? Right?
Alex said, turn her on. That's what she said. Then let's see those beautiful lights.
I'll turn it on.
I don't know if he's ready to turn it on. Oh, you're going to turn it on? No, okay. Excellent.
Not right now, but I'll turn it on before I end the stream. How's that?
Fair enough.
There's the lid. Now it's just thinned. Just gotta shake it up. I like the paint mixer. Makes mixing paint so easy.
Alex said, oops, I saw a black screen. Donnie, are you painting with Jordan's lacquer?
I am, actually.
Andy says, good night, everyone. It's getting late here in England. Good night,
Have
Andy.
a good one, Andy.
Thanks
you
for
stopping by, man.
and saying hi. And Russ is here from Cosmic Quest Hobbies. Good evening, Russ.
What's up, Russ?
Alex said later on, and hi, Cosmic. And he said, thank you and goodbye. And then Alex says, oops, Andy and Russ.
Yeah, I can't believe anybody in the UK is watching at this time. Because it's like early morning for them.
Yeah, was it 7 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours?
something like that.
4 or 5 a.m.
I think it's earlier than that, ain't it? I could be wrong, but
Uh-oh. Howard says, oh no, I'd send him a big fancy boat like the Soleil Royale. And Steven says 3:15 a.m.
3:15 a.m.
Okay, so 5 hours difference. Well, for me, 5 hours difference because I'm at 10:15 a.m., but you're only at 9:15, right, Donnie?
Right.
So 6 hours for Donnie, 5 hours for me. Alex says, uh-oh, Donnie, run. So, thanks to Ken and your recommendation, Donnie, I watched the first episode of that show From.
Yeah.
Today.
What'd you think?
I had to refrain myself from watching the second episode and wait till Mary got home from work so we could watch the first one to get together again. Because
I told you, man, that show is awesome.
You might like it. It's interesting. The thing I like about it is that I've never seen that concept. It's unique. It's an idea that is different and interesting.
Yes.
Makes for a compelling story. Like, what is going on in this town? What the heck are these things? Yeah. What's with that one young girl? Yeah, weird. Interesting. Andrew says, Jody, you are at 10:16 a.m. I thought we were in the same time zone. 10:17 now, Andrew. I'm just going by what
not
my
AM.
computer says. Yeah, but did I say AM? Well, it's 3 a.m. for the UK. Steven said it was 3 a.m. And yeah, I said 10 and 9 a.m. I apologize. I got my A's and my P's mixed up.
Did you mix up your AMs and PMs?
Yeah, because there hasn't been an A and P store around in like 20 years. So I've forgotten the order of things. We used to have department stores called A and P.
Oh, did you?
Alex said, "Oh, Jody, run! Mary is after you for watching a show without her." No, she is not.
Wait till you get further into the show, man.
Yeah.
It just gets better and better and better.
Well, we got. I watched the first episode this afternoon, and then I waited until Mary got home from work, and then we watched the first and second episode, and I think we got to the third one. I think we got to 3, yeah. And then I came and got ready for the stream. So we're gonna be watching another one after the stream before bed.
It's a great show.
Anthony says our A&Ps were grocery stores. Yeah, did I say grocery store or department store? Grocery store, yeah.
You said department store.
I apologize.
But yeah, I've watched all of it. I think except the latest episode, I haven't seen that yet. But I love that show.
Stop and Shop and A&P were considering a merger back in the day, but their combined name wasn't very suitable. So I'm trying to figure out what the combined name would be. Stop and
Pee.
Stop and pee. Stop and shop and A and B. Stop and A and shop and P. Howard said, my girlfriend wanted to know where I was driving at 2:30 a.m. It was 12 p.m. her time, and she was watching my circles, showing me driving in full sunlight. I'm like, I'm in my bed. That was not right now. AK says, what streaming service shows from? I don't know. We're watching it on Amazon. Not sure which thing it's on.
It's on MGM Plus.
Howard says A&P and Farmer Jack's got bought out by Bushes. You mean the guys with the beautiful bean footage?
Roll the beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That looks so much better than it did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
That's the point. There is no longer a seam right across there.
Excellent. Oh, Mary said for us, it's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, is it? Interesting.
Well, probably because whatever MGM Plus, we probably don't have that here.
Could be.
It's probably not available in Canada, like a lot of stuff is. Hello, buddy.
Hello, Governor.
Hello. Is it bedtime for you, little bird? Is he being a little butt?
I'm just trying to run off away from me.
Good night. All right, buddy. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, you gotta go to bed now. Good night. I love you too.
Well, I don't want to, Dad. I don't want to go to bed.
It's bedtime for the birdie. AK says, great recovery, Donnie. Yeah, it looks good. Did a real nice job there.
Thank you.
Alex says hi to Mary. Mary says, 1R. Alec, 1R. Andrew said, asterisk visible seam? Not anymore. Andrew says, what show are you talking about? A show called From.
Basically, it's these people that they end up in this deserted town, and they cannot leave. You drive out one side of town and keep going in a straight line, and you just come right back in the other side of town.
And when new people show up in town, they have to try to learn to accept what's going on, and what
they have to accept the fact that they cannot leave town now.
Yeah, because
there's some other stuff going on too, but I won't spoil it.
I was confused at the first episode because it looks like you know, it looks like they're in like a post-apocalyptic wasteland or something where all the cars are on the side of the road and they got, you know, no technology or anything like that. But then in the next scene, you see the family driving in an RV on the highway, and I was like, well, what, you know, what's going on? And at first I thought maybe it was going to be a flashback that it was explaining what happened. But no, that's not what it was.
No. Wait till I think it's season 3 when they explain the electricity. I'll just leave it at that.
All right, so we got a little bit of an exchange here. Alex said, "Hi, Mary," with 2 R's. Mary said, "Only 1 R, Alec." And Alex said, "1 R me?" Andrew said, "R2, is that you?" And then Buck said, "Hi, everyone." Hey,
R2,
Buck.
is that you?
Mary said, "Hello, Anthony." Howard, Alex says, "Hello, Buck." Howard says, "They're talking about from." Yeah, from. I like the sheriff. He's pretty cool. Hey, Alec, what was your editing session, Buck? Alec is asking. Says wasn't editing, was watching For All the Mankind, season 4.
Season 4.
I was going to say, is that about the wrestler? Buck says it's all about a wrestler. For All Mankind, the story of Mick Foley. Alex says, sure. Edit. Lol. Buck says, be careful, Alec. Ban hammer could happen. It could. Have mercy. Howard says, so kind of like Under the Dome series or the 4400 that all came back with powers. I don't know. Donnie, do you like that?
No.
Don't know either of those ones.
Under the Dome was a town that was trapped under a dome. There was a physical dome there. Nobody could get in. Nobody could get out. This town, nobody ever finds this town unless the town wants them to find it.
That's what.
And once you find it, you can't get out. And it's not because you're physically blocked. There is no wall. There is no dome. It's just the fact that you take off driving down the road out of town and you come right back in the other side of town.
Man, it's like a loop.
It's a great show.
I'm liking it so far. Kenneth is here, but he's also rolling on the assembly line floor laughing. Hey, Kenneth.
Oh, that could be bad. Don't roll on the assembly floor line, man.
Well, it depends on what they're assembling. Maybe they're assembling pillows and cushions. Probably not, though.
Probably not.
R2.
Especially since he works in a factory that assembles transmissions for Mercedes or whatever.
True. Okay, now I get it, Andrew. It was just a coincidence that Andrew's comment came right after Alex R1R comment. Andrew's R2 is that you was in reference to the bird noises.
Oh.
I guess he kind of did sound a little R2D2-y. Buck says,
I just think it's cool that you sit there and talk to him and he talks back.
Yeah,
he little tweets and chirps.
And if you're not talking to him and he wants to chatter like that, he'll go down to your toes and he'll do it to your toes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he'll sit there and tweet and chatter and make those little noises and talk to your toes. It's so weird.
Jack used to talk like that. I could talk to Jack and he'd sit there and look at me. And when I got through talking, he'd...
Yeah. Trying his best to talk back to you, eh?
Yeah.
They'll do that. Kenneth says, evening, buddy Donnie and everyone. I'm sitting and watching on my last 15-minute break.
What's going on, Kenneth?
Till 12:30 a.m.
Yeah,
That's a
I
late
remember
shift.
night shifts. That sucked.
Buck said it's actually an alternate history space race.
Yeah, I've seen part of it. I haven't had time to watch it all yet, though.
Alex, it kind of sounds like they're living in a Pac-Man map scenario. Yeah.
Yeah. Go off one side of the board, come right back on the other side.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Buck says, wait a minute. Under the Dome was about a torn that was under a dome? No way. A town that was under a dome? No way.
Yes way.
So Kenneth said they're making differentials for Mercedes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Andrew said Under the Dome was a Stephen King ripoff of the Simpsons movie. Yeah, that's right.
Which came first, though?
The book probably came first, and then the Simpsons movie came second, and then this show Under the Dome came third. That's what I think. It's my guess. Alex says, build an R2 shell and put Tori in it. Bring it to Wonderfest. Make everyone think you built an actual... I'm not bringing my bird on a 3,000 kilometer trip to Kentucky. Thank you very much.
Actually, the Simpsons movie was before Under the Dome book.
Really?
Yeah, 2007, and Under the Dome was written in 2009. Or it
There
came
you
out
go.
in 2009. I don't know when he actually wrote it.
Well, he probably saw the Simpsons movie and started writing it right away. It took him 2 years.
May have.
Yeah, Andrew reaffirms that the Simpsons movie came out before Stephen King's book was published. Huh.
But I like the ending of the book so much better than the ending of the series. I think they were trying to make a more palatable ending or understandable ending, for the series. And that's just not Stephen King, you know what I mean?
Well, don't they often do that with his works, right? The film or the TV adaptation is always a lot less disturbing than the actual source material.
Yeah, but for Under the Dome, they just completely changed the ending.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Under the Dome. I will be right back to comments in just 1 second.
I'll be right here.
After these messages.
We'll be right back. Now I feel old.
Alex says, hi, Mary. I finally realized what she meant by 1R. Yes, Mary.
It
with
just
one
now
R.
realized it.
Alex says, we'll be right back after these random commercials.
No, I don't have commercials on my channel.
Andrew says, Jody, it's a good thing your last name wasn't Christmas. I'd be Jody Rod Christmas.
Yeah, I don't get that one either. Jody Christmas?
Oh, Merry Jody Christmas.
Oh,
Mary.
Mary.
Mary's
Merry
name would have been
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. No, Mary's name is still Mary McLeod. Should change her name over.
Oh, she didn't change her name over?
Mary hyphenates her name.
Oh, interesting.
Mary McLeod Leroy. Well, she doesn't have to change her name to my name. That's just a. What's
Well,
the
no.
point
I
of
understand
doing that?
I understand that.
If she chooses to share the name, then that's fine. I like to call us McLeroys, personally.
The McLeroys?
Yeah.
Jody and Mary McLeroy.
Yeah, that works for me.
Where is my skinny tape?
Beside the wide tape?
No, it was on top of the wide tape.
Andrew has a good point. Had your last name been Christmas, there probably wouldn't have even been the option. No, she'd be like, I'm not being to be Merry Christmas. No, thank you. I don't know. Mary likes Christmas a lot.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have been the
Merry
one choosing
Christmas.
the name. Her parents would have.
No, but if my name was last Christmas and we got married.
Well, that's true.
Alex said I missed his comment. Which one? I got them all marked. Howard says, better than Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. I remember that
It was
video.
the bald one. I don't see a comment about anything about baldness. It's not showing me that. Uh-oh. And
Uh-oh, what?
Stabbed my finger with the tweezers. Now to keep the blood off the decals.
You shouldn't do that, Jody.
I didn't. Andrew did it. Howard said, tweezers. Yeah,
no model is complete until you bleed on it.
Yeah. He's got really pointy tweezers. Rub some dirt up into it. Stop the bleeding.
Yeah, rub some dirt in it. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Andrew said, blood, sweat, and tears.
I tell you what, I'd rather put the dirt in it than the methylate that Granny always put on it.
Yeah. Alex, I just showed you the comment in Discord instead of trying to retype it. Okay.
Didn't you have to retype it in Discord?
I don't know. I'm not going to check Discord anyways because I don't have my phone here. Howard said CA glue on the wound.
But I mean, he said he put it in Discord instead of having to retype it. Well, didn't he have to type it in Discord?
He says he took a screenshot of it.
Oh.
Andrew says, unlike Jordan, I'm trying to keep blood off the model.
Oh. You're not doing it right, man.
Better buy safety tweezers and scissors.
You have to christen the model with blood, Andrew. Come on, man. You've been building models for a while. You know this. But he's saying that comment shows in YouTube, but not on StreamYard.
I don't see what he's talking about. Just type it again, man. I'm not going to go open Discord to find your comment.
I see no comment of anything about bald in YouTube.
AK says, I pushed a 1mm pin into my thumb last night. The thermopylae is now christened.
I don't know. I don't see it in YouTube.
Howard said, Andrew, that would have your signature as the commission build. No one could dispute it's your hard work.
That's right. It has your DNA. This model was built by me. I signed it with my DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Andrew says, I have signed the inside of these models. All the blood's on the interior.
Oh, okay.
And Alex's comment was about teasing you for being bald. So, shame on you, Alec. Shame.
I don't care. I mess with my kids all the time and tell them it's their fault I'm bald.
Well, probably is.
They always say, well, how's it our fault that you're going bald? Well, I had hair before you were born, so. That makes perfect sense to me.
Andrew says, has anyone had the song Lacquer Makes the Room Go Blacker stuck in their head recently? If I counted all the stabs and cuts I've gotten and dripped blood on stuff, they could clone an army of idiots, Howard says. And he says, wait.
We could make more farmers.
He's calling him Donnie Baldwin?
Hey, it doesn't bother me.
Eric is here, and he says that toilet seat is getting really futuristic looking.
Well, thank you. It's one of those futuristic Japanese ones, you know what I mean? Now I need the not skinny tape. I don't think I'm going to have time to get the bridge painted tonight, but at least I'll get it masked. I'll get it painted tomorrow.
It needs that lighter gray around the top of it there.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to work as well as I thought it would. Let's start this one.
AK says, I will ask again. Seems comments are not showing up for me as well. Donnie, did your grandkids spoil you yesterday? I didn't see that comment, AK.
Well, she's 4. She said happy birthday. That's about it.
Can't ask for anything better than that from a grandkid.
Right?
That must be wonderful.
It is.
Howard says, yeah, Eric, it separates the turds and gives you a jolt when you sit on it wrong. Alex says, can it be tomorrow yet? Can't wait to get my screws so I can get my sub assembled. Go to bed, go to sleep, and it'll be tomorrow. When you wake up, it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get my first screw either.
Yeah, but don't. AK says YouTube is being persnickety tonight. It seems so. Yeah, you guys are. I'm swear I'm not missing them. I'm scrolling through StreamYards here. I've read every comment.
YouTube just does that sometimes. It's wild.
Andrew says, "Don't be wishing my time away." Alec. No, Alec just needs to go to bed, go to sleep, and it will be tomorrow.
Yeah,
Time
tomorrow
travel,
I have to work.
That's how you time travel into the future.
By sleeping?
Mm-hmm. Eric said, Bortus wants to know, is that how Mocklins are made? No, man, they got to sit on the egg. It is time for the sexual event.
Just keep them away from cigarettes, man.
Yeah. Alex, it's going to be the first day of Wonderfest yet. No. Can't wait to see all the builds from your POVs. More excited to hopefully join you all next year.
Didn't he say that last year?
I don't know. I think we met Alec after Wonderfest, didn't we?
May have. I don't remember.
It was before? Okay. Mary said it was before. I trust her memory. Eric says, have they announcaced the return date for the Orville yet? Not that
Nope.
I know of. The only thing I know is that I saw Seth MacFarlane on the podcast with Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner, and he was saying that they have the 4th season written. They have all the scripts written, and they just need to find a time to make it, to produce it.
I thought it was I thought he said, is it just written? They haven't filmed it yet?
No, he says the scripts are written, but they haven't started filming or producing it yet.
That's crazy.
And I think that's just because he's got so much other things on the go. Andrew says,
By the time he finally gets around to putting out season 4, everybody's going to be like, Orville, what's that?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll definitely pick up watching it again. I really enjoyed that show.
I did too.
Andrew says, I'm pretty much caught up to where I was earlier before I had to pull the escape pods off the ship. Excellent. Good recovery, Andrew. AK says, I'll definitely be at Wonderfest next year. Cannot wait to meet Mary. The rest of you can go elsewhere.
Thanks, AK. I think.
Alex says, sorry, Andrew, I had to wish the time away after you said that. Okay, we need to build this guy a time machine. Can it be July 23rd yet? Can't wait for the new season of Strange New Worlds. No, it cannot. Patience, young grasshopper. Patience. Good things come to those who wait.
I don't know. I've been waiting a long time and still no good things.
Or have you just not noticed them?
Well, they weren't the good things I wanted then.
As long as your loved ones get the good things they want and need.
That's true.
Alex said, I'd love to meet everyone.
Well, we would like to meet you too, Alec.
Mm-hmm.
Got that masked. Got that. Only thing left to mask is these, and those are the dark gray. I guess I could go ahead and mask them anyway, though.
Might as well if you got time.
Yeah, we got time. We got time.
You got 4 minutes. Actually, you got as much time as you feel like having. It's a YouTube show. Take as much time as you want.
True. Unfortunately, I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so that's not an option.
You tell Nissan to go suck eggs.
I don't think that would be conducive to the future of my making money.
just for today. And then tomorrow I'll come back. Howard says, we only got 4 minutes to save the world.
There are 4 minutes.
There are 4 minutes. Good one. Howard said, that's the problem. He can't wait. He's in a hurry. He needs to pay more attention. Always having his mind in the clouds than where it's at. Yes, but sometimes having your mind in the clouds is a good way to think of things and imagine stuff. And he says, what are you talking about, Howard? I pay plenty of attention. Walks into streetlight. Ding!
Drives his bike over something that flattens the tire.
I don't get this one. Howard said it's the Madonna and Justin Timberlake.
I don't get that one either.
Buck says, put down the phone while you're walking. Eric says, did you add a flat tire tally on your bike frame yet? Another notch on the crossbar or whatever. And watch out for those boards with nails, Buck says.
I have to admit, he's got more flat tires than anybody I know.
He's got a board with a nail in it. Run!
Negan! Oh, wait, that was a bat.
Howard says, the song. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. Not familiar with that song.
Same.
Alex said, I was making a joke, Buck. I am actually sitting at my desk, and nope, only one flat tire on my new bike so far. 50% success rate.
But how many flat tires have you had, counting your last bike?
On the other bike, yeah. Well, maybe he's paying more attention to where he's driving these days. Buck says to Eric, if he starts putting notches on the bike, there won't be a frame left after a week. Oh. And he says, it's the end of the world as we know it. Howard said he would probably have to watch out for Dawn lookalikes. Eric says it's all the broken crack pipes and needles he runs over. Andrew said, back when BlackBerry was a thing, too many people blocking traffic looking at their phones was called a BlackBerry jam. Oh,
BlackBerry jam.
That one deserves... Oh, do we got the sound effects? That one deserves the... oh, yeah, we got them. All right. I like that.
That was a good one.
And Buck feels fine. Alex says, though I did have a scare when my handlebars came loose. I had to brake hard, and my handlebars folded down on me a few times on my way. So you went like head over handlebars forward? Tighten it up.
You
man.
went from
wrench on your bike. You need a toolkit. Carry a toolkit and a tire patching kit on your bike at all times.
So you went from flat tires to busted handlebars. Okay.
That actually happened to me on my bike when I was young. I hit a dirt jump or whatever, and when I landed, my handlebars went forward like that. But I managed to stay on the bike.
Yeah, but that's because you were jumping over a ramp or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and I landed hard.
I don't think Alec was doing that.
Forward. No, he said he had to brake hard. He hit the brakes hard, and that was enough force to bend his handlebars forward.
Wow, what's that bike made out of? Aluminum foil?
Well, it probably didn't bend, but you know what I mean? Like rolled in the coupling or whatever in its mount.
Yeah.
It'll turn and just move forward, right?
Still, that's a brand new bike. It shouldn't be doing that.
Buck says he does have a small bike toolkit. Unfortunately, he has a normal size bike and all the tools are too small. Andrew said use the rear brakes, not the front brakes. Yeah, there you go. He says, I tightened it up when I got home, kind of worked them loose by constantly playing with the position when I noticed that it was loose or they lock into the neck. Yeah, well, if it's loose like that, you should have tightened it right away. You're not supposed to be able to play with the position without loosening it beforehand.
Right?
Because I don't know what the bike is, but I imagine it's like most bikes and motorcycles, how it's got like a U-shaped lock nut on it. Like the handlebars will go through two sort of U-shaped bolts, right? Or brackets or whatever.
Yeah, with a bolt going through that tightens up.
Yeah.
But
Eric says you got to talk dirty to the tools to make them grow. Pass me the spanner.
Yeah. But it's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get out of here. We got the seam fixed, and I got the bridge masked up so I can paint the rest of that tomorrow and get these little details painted.
Looks fantastic. I wish it had more little, like you got those blue highlights there, those lines. I wish it had more stuff like that.
It does, but I'm not going to put them on until after I get the blending coat on.
Okay, gotcha. I thought that was all, and you were done with the colored details.
No, there's some more yellow too.
Oh, right on. Okay,
blue, so and there's a few more little yellow triangles.
Nice.
I wish I had a little stamp the size of those triangles so I could just like stamp out some holes in the tape and then just stick them on there, but I don't. So.
Oh, the little yellow triangles?
Yeah.
Buck said, lies, Donnie. It's 1004.
1,004 what?
I don't know. Alex said it's the Rev 1, a really good bike, but I don't always check my bolts. Make sure they are tight. You should do that.
Right?
Start doing that. Need to get into a better habit of keeping up with the maintenance. Yes. Fun stream. Good night, says AK. Eric says, looking outstanding, Donnie.
Well, thank
Buck
you.
said, great stream, Donnie. What little I saw. Alex said, Donnie lies. It's
That's right.
8:05.
Buck ditched us to go watch For All Mankind.
A show about Mick Foley.
Yeah.
And he says, Andrea saw the Orville, said it looks cool.
Thank you.
It does.
But let's see here. Tomorrow night we got Keith still working on the Mercedes. I think it's an actual Lego, ain't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, Keith's working on the Mercedes tomorrow at 7 Eastern. And then Jordan is still plugging away at the weathering on the Falcon Thursday. Are you going to be streaming after Jordan?
Not sure.
So possibly.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that spot for now.
So possibly at 10 o'clock, Jody will be streaming.
Yeah. Buck said not Lego. His Keith's Mercedes is an off-brand.
Ah, okay. So off-brand Lego. Fego Mercedes. It looks cool, though.
Alex says, I want to see her full aglow.
And then, of course, we have our Friday night stream at 9 Eastern. And then Andrew will be streaming Saturday night at 9 Eastern. And then we have our Sunday stream at 4 Eastern. PM, not AM, PM.
Yeah.
And then that brings us back to Monday. But thank you. Oh, wait. I told Alec I would turn the lights on. Let's turn the lights
There's
on.
Ken. Hi, Ken. Good night, Ken.
What's up, Ken?
So I don't know if you heard me earlier, Ken. We were talking about that show From.
Yeah.
I took you up on your recommendation. I started watching it today.
See, he listened to you, Ken. He wouldn't listen to me when I told him to watch it.
Well, no, I listened to both of you.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, there we go. Beep.
Turn these off.
The from where? Well, we don't know from where. I think.
No, we know from where. They all came from
town,
their houses or other towns or whatever and got stuck there.
I think that's the idea, that they're all from somewhere else.
Yeah. But there's the lights.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to call it a night here because I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you want. And well, thank you, Alec. And we'll see you all tomorrow night in the comments on Keith's stream. So have a good one, everyone. Later.
Happy birthday, Donnie.
Thank you.
Good night, buddy.
Good night. Let me get over here to my... It won't play. Why won't it play?
Oh, what's the problem?
There, we'll just do that. All right. Later, everyone.